Hello and welcome to TreeWalker Talks, episode 64, Looking at Seeds. Okay, first off, let's bring up, it's cold, and it's cold here. I think today's low was like 1, and the wind chill was like negative 15. I don't think we got out of the teens today, and that's pretty much most of the week, I think. So not a whole lot got done here on the homestead. So there's not a whole lot on the update, and there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I wanted to bring you an episode anyways. So the episode is looking at seeds. But first, before we get into that, I wanted to bring up that my YouTube channel. I decided it was time to do a rebranding to kind of closely more fit what I think the channel's doing and where it's going to go. So we have changed the name from TreeWalker, which is just, me, to TreeWalker Homestead. So I think that's, like I said, that kind of goes better. I think we're going to do a lot more homesteading videos. Don't worry, I still want to get out in the woods and still do mushroom hunting, fishing, that sort of stuff. But I would like to do more of this homestead stuff, working on like the hydroponics, that sort, different mixtures, things I've done, I've kind of showed you in the past, like my chicken poop, rabbit poop mixture. We're going to do a lot more of that this summer. I'm planning on setting up some bush beans in a hydroponic run that's run just off of those, and that's it, off of chicken and rabbit poop. So with water, because of the hydro. So hopefully we get to that and get everything else done. I'm still working on a couple other things, maybe even another podcast. We'll see. I want to get it recorded out way in advance because working 6 days a week, my time's kind of in great demand. But still working on the kids' show. Have to find time to get the supplies around, which should be soon. I should be able to get the supplies around, then sit down and video it. And I'm hopefully going to, so we need to be a little bit warmer, do it out in the camper and just kind of set up our base out there, leave it set up kind of like a recording studio so I can do the videos out there of that and keep it going. And any cooking, that sort of videos, maybe do that. At least until camping season. Okay, so I think that's all on the docket of new things. We did, the youngest did pick up her puppy. Today is Sunday, July 14th, and she picked it up on the 12th. So it is a Springer Spaniel puppy. The name is Raya. Oh, Raya. Just Raya, I think. Kind of like the one from the Disney movie with the Lost Dragon or whatever. She's a handful, and she eats like crazy. Like, you have to put her food in something to slow her down eating because she eats so fast. It's like she's starving. And she'll eat everybody's food. So, cutie. May see her more out with me outside doing some stuff in the coming future. We'll see. I had to bring this up. Still haven't got out there to do the workshop and get it going. I think I have to do a different route with the computer because the computer we had out there, its video card was shot, and then I put that video card to test it because it was a better one in another computer, and now that computer's not working, so I don't know. But I do have a spare laptop that is not a gaming system or anything, but would work for recording, and would work, I think, to run the CNC router and stuff out there. So hopefully we can get that going and get some videos going out there. A couple other things I want to get going out there, and hopefully I can bring you along for all that. I think somebody's getting into the trash out there. 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. It was just a few seconds for me, and even less for you. Okay, so let's get into the main topic. Looking at new seeds to try. So that's why I was doing it, looking at seeds. So these are brand new seeds to me. Never tried them before. Well, one of them I've tried. But most of them haven't tried before. They're supposedly great. We're going to give them a try, and they're all things I will eat also. So let's just start. Okay, this one, I had problems getting a couple of these seeds, and then I found a place that had all of them. So, like I've told you before, I like M.I. Gardner, but they have sold out of some things. I do want to get some new melons from them too once they get back in stock, but I did find some other ones that I liked. So this is from the Etsy store, Tomorrow Seeds. So I will put their pictures up of the plants that I got from them. Again, that's Tomorrow Seeds on Etsy. I think that one's out of Pennsylvania. Snowball white onion sets. Never grown snowball white onions. Never used sets. I tried seeds last year, and well, it didn't go great. Didn't go horrible. We did get a few, but nothing like that. So as long as they're available, I'm going to keep some seeds, but I'm going to use the sets. So those are snowball white onion sets. The next one is Earthwalker sunflowers. These things are just gorgeous, let me tell you. If you're watching this on YouTube, you will actually be able to see, because I am going to put up pictures of these. I'm kind of bringing them up on mine so I can visually see them. Okay, so the sunflowers. So they are, for some reason, not, because it had to open up a GIMP, of course. And GIMP's a little bit slower. Okay, these things are like hues of the earth. There's orange, brown, a little bit of red in them and that. They looked really neat. And I wanted to get some sunflowers. I'll probably get some regular sunflowers too if I can find a spot for them. Because they're great to grow. They look pretty. They bring pollinators in. And you can feed them to the chickens. So we've got that one. The snowball white onions, I showed those already. The Japanese white hulless popcorn. What can I say? It's white. It's corn. It pops. And supposedly has no hulls. Never grown popcorn. Just thought it'd be something neat to try. This isn't really for self-sufficiency. Of course, it could be. I like popcorn. It fills the gut, right? As my one friend Jimmy says, whatever makes a turd. So, it's true. Okay. The next one is one I've actually tried before, and that's have used, and that's New Zealand spinach. Used that a lot the first year it grew to feed rabbits and stuff off of. They really like it, and it was prolific. It was growing really well. And then I got seeds again, and they didn't grow. So I don't know what happened there. We had one plant grow up, if you remember the video I had out. So I try to get these from a different place, and we'll put them in a different bed, and we'll see what happens there. Oh, let me pause it right there because I do plan over the cold months here of buying some new beds. I want to get rid of a couple of the wood beds that were along the fence there and put the metal ones in. And I'd like to get some to put over kind of off to the, north of my property where it's just grass there and it doesn't get perfect sun, but it does get some. And I might try to put either comfrey in those or mullein. We'll see. Okay, the next one is Green Arrow shelling peas. Now, what can I say about them? They're peas. There's a bunch of peas in the pod. They're green, and they're for shelling. They're also kind of a dense bush, so I'm pretty sure that's what it said. So I want to try that because I've never grown peas before, and I do like peas. The oldest kind of likes peas. Nobody else does in the family, but I love peas. So if I could can my own peas, that'd be awesome. The next one I've heard a lot about these. Never really done anything. Never got them before. But these would be the white yard-long beans. So I'm not even seeing the picture of them. So they're beans. There they are. So they're beans. They look like a green bean to me, even though it says they're white. And they're about a yard long. Figured that's even better. Just snap off two ends, cut the rest, and you're good to go. Because we are going to try to can these. So just like you would green beans and see how they go. The next two might be a little hard to say. But I will give it a try. Oops, let's go into GIMP again. The first one is the Tromboncino squash. Trombocino. It's got a long neck on it, kind of a straight neck, goes down to a little ball. These are supposedly really good, have a lot of flesh, and grow pretty good. So, and they don't have a lot of the issues that other squash has. So I'm going to try to grow these, and we'll eat them. And if we don't eat them all, guess what? They can go to the chickens. Chickens love them, and the ducks. The next one would be the Kakuza. I have found a lot of these on, the Howler Homestead. He has grown a lot of these. These are like a long, straight one, but they're big. And same thing there. They don't usually get a lot of the vine borer beetles or anything like that. So we're giving them a try. They like them. I like them too. That's another YouTube channel. I really enjoy listening or watching the Holler Homestead and Sow the Land, and of course Justin Rose. But okay, and the next one is one of the melons I came across when I was trying to find the one that they were out of at my gardener and couldn't. But this one is an early silver line Korean melon. So it's yellow and it's got like white lines on it, and it kind of looks like a smaller, like a watermelon, but different. And I think it's got a flavor more like a muskmelon type. So why not give it a try? And it's an early one, so we should get some off of it, and maybe let the other ones grow, and hopefully get some off of that. Because we're going to try to hit and do melons a lot better this year. Okay, and that was it from that Etsy store. And then I ordered some super sweet 100 tomatoes. They look kind of smaller, almost like a cherry tomato, but like they say, they're super sweet, and they're prolific. There's a bunch of them. So I'm going to use those. Last time I grew cherry tomatoes, I cut them in half, roast them in the oven, then made them into sauce. And it was really good. I got these from Heirloom Seeds for You on Etsy. Really like shopping off of Etsy, and I like getting them from small farm homesteads, you know. The next one is from The Winter Garden 1, and that's also on Etsy. And that is the tendril pea or the leafless pea. Now, it does have leaves, but it has a lot less. It can actually stand up on its own, supposedly, and it has a lot of peas. So we're going to give it a try. I saw it on Rob's Aquaponics, and he's in Australia, so I couldn't get the ones he got, but I did find them on Etsy here in the United States because he got his in Australia. So we're going to give those a try. Okay, and then last on my list, these, I'm not sure where I'm getting them yet. I might get them from... I don't even remember the site, but it's a white mulberry tree, and they're like just twigs, you know, the cut, you stick them in, they'll actually root out and stuff. I had one over in Deschler, the small town I lived in, and they were super sweet. But the nice thing about them is you can cut them off, and the leaves and even the stalks and the sticks and stuff are great fodder. Rabbits will love them. The chickens should eat them. I mean, it's just all around, and they grow quick. So I want to get some of them started. The berries could be eaten by us. They can be eaten by the chickens, the ducks. You know, that way you get those on. I'll give you a spoiler here in a second, but easy way to make my own food, you know, for the animals. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just not sure where I'll put these here. I really would like to get some land and start planting some of this stuff on. Like I said, I'm not worried about the mulberries. I could plant those anytime. It'd be nice to get one or two started here on the property, which I kind of have a place for them, I think, which is where I was talking about putting the, the new beds over on the north property, where I was talking about putting mullein or comfrey in. I might just go ahead and put those there, because they'll get enough sun to tree out, and it'll leaf it out a little bit there, and it's kind of out of the way. Nice thing is, it won't change the egg color, it won't change their poop color. It's just all around great. So I'd like to, I think that's where they would go good. Put 2 or 3 right there, and then just keep them trimmed. You know, keep cutting off of them. So the spoiler is, I was working on the old goat barn to put the ducks in. But I think I'm going to either leave it the same size or extend the current one where the ducks and the chicks are, and put all the ducks in there and move those other chicks out, which they're not really chicks anymore. Move them out, and then it kind of pains me because I already built some stuff in there for the ducks. But I think I'm going to take those out, and along that wall, which I don't think I've showed you, so you probably won't even get to see what I built in there. I was kind of building a spot so that the ducks could come in, stay out of the weather, and a spot where I could put their water in that and get to it easily in the winter. But I think what I'm going to do is clear that out so I have that front wall open. Put up some screen, like dark screen, so that the sun doesn't come in to, heat up the rabbits or anything. And I always say I'm not going to get them, and then I get them again. I think I'm going to start quail there again. They're just easy. They're if you stay on top of it. I didn't have the right infrastructure this last time, and I don't know if I think I shared that with you. A raccoon got in because it was hot, so I couldn't keep the door shut. Raccoon got in. I'm pretty sure it was a raccoon and ate them all. I mean, just pulled them through the cage and ate them. But this one will have a couple high up windows, but then it's got the 2 doors to get into it. So I think it'll work great. I could get going on those. So I'll have eggs for that from those. And I want to grow out to both sell eggs, sell the chicks, sell some adults, and then eat them. They're kind of like a Cornish hen. But my goodness, I saved the hearts from them all. If you're squeamish, look away, close your ears. I saved the hearts from all of them when I had like a big butcher of like 60 of them, I think. And I put the hearts on a skewer and I smoked them in a smoker. And when I pulled them out, they were just like this smoky, lovely candy. It was one of the best things I've ever had. It was awesome. Okay, well, so there's kind of a look forward, look to the future. Some of the seeds I'm going to try this year. And I did put out that video, I think it was a video, where I got the seeds from My Gardener. Maybe it was just an audio. Maybe I did that already. But I will be getting more seeds, the normal stuff to grow out there. I'm really going to try to turn over this year and try some new things, but really stick to grow what we'll eat. Whoop! Do you hear that? That's the electric canner. It's done. I got a big, probably, 8-pound mussel at work because they get meat in that comes in frozen, and it's for testing if they want to test. And they put them in a big tub pretty much and keep them frozen. And as long as everything tests okay, they just, I hate to say this, but really they usually just throw them out because the people we grind for don't want it. And someone at work who's in charge of that goes, "Hey, you want one of those?" You make beef jerky out of it or something. I'm like, heck yeah, I'll take it. And I cut it up and I canned it. Because this would be, probably my guess is, it's a tough meat. That's why you grind it up and it doesn't matter. I'm guessing they're retired dairy cows. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So it would be tough meat. So you wouldn't want it for a steak or anything like that. But cubing it up, putting it in the jar, and canning it. Now I've got shredded beef or beef for stew or just great. So I'm going to have a talk with him and see next time, whenever he gets any, I'll take every one he wants to get rid of. So, see, that's part of the thing. Part of this life, part of just finding new connections, finding ways to get things for free or for trade so that you're screwing the man. I mean, so that you're becoming ungovernable. I mean, so you're living life to the better. And here's another spoiler. That might be the name of a podcast coming up. Ungovernable. We'll see. I've got a couple things ready to go, and I might do it. But like I said, I need to get them done ahead of schedule because I just run out of time. Sometimes it's hard to get this one done. If I could find a way to shut things off at work, I could do it at work. But, I can't. So right now, as long as nobody's home, which we shouldn't have any more holidays coming up, I should be able to record these every Sunday night. Wouldn't mind doing a couple live streams, so we'll get to that. Well, see, now I'm looking at this, and I said I didn't have much to talk about, and we're at the almost 19-minute marker now. So, diarrhea of the mouth hit me, and I talked quite a bit. All right, I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one, and hopefully you enjoyed this. All right, have a great day out there, and remember, stay alive and keep on surviving.